Hello, I am Bill Ziegler, principal here at Columbia High School, and thank you for taking some time today to learn how Columbia High School is going to meet and overcome the challenges of remote instruction this fall. Now, I was going to do this as a live session, but I decided I better do it as a video for a couple of reasons. The first one, making sure that I keep myself within the time restraints I set for myself, make sure I discuss everything I want to discuss, and then two, to make sure it's a resource that you can go back and view again in the future if you need to. So again, thank you for joining us, and let me jump right into it. So after that abrupt ending in March, we've learned a great deal. We reflected on this. We talked about how we can improve instruction at Columbia High School. And some ways that we're going to do that is by the instructional focus shifting to new material. If you remember back in March, the state was saying that, hey, just reinforce what you already taught. But we're going to push things forward. We want to make sure that our students are growing. So our instructional focus is going to be on new material while reviewing past skills. Graded assignments are not going to be pass or fail. They're going to actually earn their grade in daily attendance. Those are some of our biggest takeaways. So how are we going to do this? Each class at Columbia High School is going to have a 30-minute live session. It's really going to be a little snapshot of a bigger schedule. So it's going to run first, second, third, fourth block straight through with 15-minute breaks in between each class. So from 9 to 9:30 is first block, followed by a 15-minute break. That's going to give both students and teachers time to prepare for the next class. And then they just keep on moving throughout their 4 blocks. Now, we also built in some support time. So from 7:30 to 8:45, and then from 12 to 3 p.m., or I'm sorry, 3:30 p.m., teachers are going to be there to support your students. So this could be individual work or small group sessions. And this could be provided through Google Meet, phone calls, email, etc. So again, we're going to have the live sessions and then also the support sessions for your student. The live session, the focus of that is going to be on new material, review of previous material, and peer interaction. Now, what we're trying to do is replicate that face-to-face classroom feel as much as possible. And we realize that dialogue and discussion is a big piece of that. So again, these live sessions are going to focus on that interaction between the teacher and the student, as well as the students and themselves. And again, those live sessions run from 9 to 12. After live sessions, students are going to work on individual assignments or projects, and that's going to reinforce what they learn or help bridge these lessons together. And again, during that period after the live sessions, teachers are going to be available to help support your student as well. Now, the work is going to vary from student class to class, but most students should have their work complete by 3 p.m. each day. Now, we realize that we need to be more consistent. So at Columbia High School, what we've realized is that we need to use one system for everything. We can't have every class or every teacher using a different piece of technology. So every class at Columbia High School is going to utilize Canvas as their hub. And I've included here, as you can see, a nice link that's going to be really an introductory video tutorial for parents on what Canvas is all about. But we want one location that students are familiar with and that parents are familiar with to find all the information for that one class. And Canvas does that. Canvas is made for remote instruction. So each teacher has gone through some professional development, and they're going to be implementing that for this school year. Also, each teacher will have dedicated office hours to support your students. I've talked about that, but again, it's very important for the student to know that whenever they have a question or concern, that they can pick up the phone and call, shoot an email, or have a scheduled tutorial time to get help from that teacher. And this all ties back to open communication. It's critical for success to happen that open lines of communication remain that way. So please do not hesitate to contact your teachers or me with any questions, concerns you have, and I assure you that we're going to do the same for you. Now, I mentioned earlier about grades. Mid-March, the state said pass or fail. That was it. And there's no new material, so they can only improve their grade. But we're starting the school year this way, so it's going to be a little bit different. So Power School and Gradebook, that's going to be the same. That's something that many of you are used to. And with the addition of Canvas, it's just making everything a little more transparent. So parents can access each of their students' Canvas courses as well. And that way it's going to give you the opportunity to see what assignments are coming up, what assignments are due, in different projects. So again, through PowerBook, Gradebook, and Canvas, we're trying to make remote instruction as transparent as possible. And again, we're going to ensure that teachers are providing feedback to students for their project assignments. It's not just going to be a grade and that's it. It's going to be feedback. So attendance. Attendance didn't happen in mid-March. We couldn't hold students accountable. But now we've gotten some extra guidance and we've developed a way to make this happen. So regular and consistent student attendance during remote instruction is an important component to help your students succeed. There's countless studies that tie good grades with great student attendance. So what we're going to do is we're going to do attendance one of two ways at Columbia High School for remote instruction. Either teachers will mark the student present, and that's going to be for those that participate in the live session. So if the teacher's on with their class and they see that Timmy's in class, Timmy's going to be marked as being present. Now, if the student can't make it or attend a live session, and that's going to happen, we know that, the student will need to email, text, or call their teacher to note that they're engaged in an assignment or activity for that day. And the teacher, of course, will mark attendance and power school accordingly when that email is received. So again, one of two ways that attendance is going to be taken, but it's going to be taken on a regular, consistent basis. Either the student is live in the live session, is marked present, just like they would in the class, or it's up to the student to email, text, or call the teacher to let them know that they're working on the assignment. Now, how the assignment is going to tie into this, we're going to monitor student attendance by the assignments. Now, it's not going to be, we're not going to say a student's marked absent because they didn't do this. But we're going to look, say, for example, Timmy is saying he's emailing his teacher every day saying, yeah, I'm working on working. I'm getting this done, but then nothing's coming in. That's going to be a cause for alarm and some concern. So in that situation, the teacher is going to reach out to the parent and student to find out what's going on. Because it's very unlikely that students going to be working on this assignment all the time, but not turning it in. So again, that's going to be a concern for us, and we're going to investigate that a little bit further to see what we can do to help support that. On our site, we have a lot of resources for teachers, for students and parents, and that's going to be added to throughout the future. But here's a few. We have the CHS remote instruction overview, parent and student resources, the CHS remote plan is there, and the 2021 handbook. Now, let me go to this site, and this is our school website. Go to chs.terrell.k12.nc.us, or just type in Columbia High School in Google and it comes up pretty quick. You see a lot of different menus here. But under school information, you'll see the 2020-2021 school year remote instruction plan. And if you click on that, you're going to see our remote instruction overview. And again, we have some of those resources listed right here for you as well. Included in those resources is the Canvas for Parents, Parents Guide to Chromebooks, Power School Parent and Student Resource Center, a Guardian's Guide to G Suite tools, that's Google Docs, Google Sheets, Slides, etc. Google tutorials for both students and parents, and then a lot of NCDPI information. So again, this resource list that you see here, we're going to continually add to that as we learn more resources, as we can share resources that are going to help both you and your student be successful. And again, that's on our website under school information and then remote instruction information. All right. Now it's going to be time to meet your teachers. So at 6:30, that's when each of the teachers is going to hold a live session. So each teacher is going to hold a 15-minute session for each of their classes. You will need your student's email address to log in. This is a security feature that we've added. With Zoom, as you probably heard, there's a lot of people just showing up in random people's classes and making a commotion. So with Google Meet, we have security features built in. That's not going to allow outside people from outside the school district access to our classes. So again, to log into your 15-minute session with your teacher, you're going to need your student's email address and log in. Again, that's just to keep everyone safe. The sessions we're going to run like a typical day on your student schedule. So first block presentation is 6:30 to 6:45. Then every 15 minutes is your next class. So an example of this, student Z, scheduled first block was Carter, second block Gaddy, third block Brickhouse, fourth block Weiser. You would find the link in the code for each of those classes and attend that session at the appropriate time. And where you're going to find it is right here. There's a link right there. That's going to be the Google Meets link. And I'll show you an example of this. So this is the sheet that you're going to see, the PDF. And again, say you had Dr. Carter first block. You would click on this link right here. And that's the password to get in. That's the code to get into that classroom. So Carter 1 for the first block class. Say you had Carter third block. Then you go from 7 to 7:15. Same thing, click on the link, then enter this code, Carter 3. So say you had Dr. Carter first block, Miss Elliott second block, This brick house third block and this Weiser fourth block, you would go first block, second block, third block, and the fourth block. And again, on the right-hand side, that's the codes that you need. So at the conclusion of the open house, the virtual open house at 7:30, I'm going to hold a question answer period. That way you had time to go through this video and talk to each of the teachers. Maybe you have some questions, concerns that you want addressed. So I'll hold a session just like the teachers are. And it's going to be from 7:30 to about 8 o'clock. And again, you're going to follow that the same way you follow those links there. So once again, thank you very much for joining us. And as always, if you do have any questions, concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I want to make sure that we're as successful as possible, and that takes all of us working together. So once again, thank you very much, and welcome to the 2020-2021 school year.